something on this part, the sofa part that is always attached to the sofa, especially these days. So you're gonna come down onto the mat or a bed, whatever. I actually do it on the bed because it's so. I do it whenever I'm lazy. I just do it lying down. So you're just going to come down onto in a lying position on one side. Let's say on your right side, and you're going to bring the other hand to just to support yourself. And you can use the back of the mat to see how aligned you are, if your body is in a straight line. And we're just going to start lifting up for 10 on one side. So let's begin on the left side. 1, 2, simple leg raises. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and now we're going to bring our knees slightly inwards, and you make sure that your heels are still in line with your hips. And now we're going to, keeping your support, just lean a little bit forward and open your hips a little bit. So a slight tilt in your hips, and now we're going to lift up, maintaining that leaning forward and that slight tilt of the hips, and open up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't have to go really high, and you don't have to do it as fast as I'm doing. If you're doing on your own, you can do it, maybe pace it a little bit slower and hold at the top. And now we're going to stop here, and now maintaining that same position of your spine, you're going to lift the leg up and straighten the leg all the way up. Again, down. So this is A, B, and C. B, A, B, C, B, A. Let's do 7 more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and really strengthen the leg. 10. And now let's roll over onto the other side. I hope you felt some burn. And now the same thing on the other side. We're going to straighten our legs. Use your right hand this time to support your body. Straighten your body all the way up. 1, 2, sorry plant. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm sorry. And now bring your knees slightly in, and once again lean a little bit forward. Tilt your hips slightly back, so opening your hips a little bit. And now we're going to do clamshells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now once again we're going to move on to that ABC thing. So lifting your leg up and then straightening it all the way for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let it go. Release. Okay, and now roll over onto your back. So now coming down all the way onto your back. Now we're going to lift our right, begin with the right leg. So we're going to root down the left leg really strong into the floor. Press the left leg really strong into the floor, and lift your right leg at 45 degrees. Just 45 degrees for 1, 2. Keep pressing on the left leg. 3, 4, 5. Drop it down. Once again, we're going to lift it up. 1, 2, keep pressing on your, so actually the left leg is working, we are pressing the left leg really down to the ground. 5, and all the way down. Bring it all the way down, and now once more, we're going to lift it up. 1, keep pressing onto the left leg. 2, 3, 4, both legs are active, strong. 5, and release. Now let's move on to the other side. Lift your left leg at 45 degrees. 1, press into the right leg. Press the right leg into the ground, really strong. 4, and 5, release, both legs down. Inhale once again, left leg lifts up. Press the right leg down to the ground for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, release, all the way down. Once again, press your right leg firmly into the ground, lift up. 1, 2, press the right leg down, left leg straight. 4, and 5, release. Okay, I hope you felt a little bit on your hamstrings, which was the point of the exercise. And now we're going to lift the leg all the way up. Lift your right leg all the way up, and we're going to go into full circles on either side. Let's do 5 on each side. So we're going to your heel in, toe out, and let's begin with 1, 2, 3, 4, whichever side you're doing. I'm doing anti-clockwise, and 5, release. And now we're going to do the same thing on the other side, circles on the other side with the same leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and that completes the right leg. Now we're going to lift the left leg up, and once again we're going to move whichever way you prefer to begin with, because eventually we're going to do both sides. So 2, 3, 4, 5. You can use your hands as support if you want, that's totally fine. 5, and now moving on to the other side. 1, keep both your hips grounded onto the floor, don't let your hips lift up. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and release all the way down. Okay, and now you're going to bring your knees inwards. So let's say that you're bringing your knees towards the top of the mat, but yeah, of course, you're going to plant them here really strong. And then you drag your feet as if you're dragging your feet towards your shoulders. So that's the movement I'm looking for in bridge. So this one, you're going to press into the ground, and you're going to lift your hips up and drag. So how it should work is that you should drop your chest down and loosen your lower back, your belly, everything is relaxed. So what we're trying to really focus on is this part, the hips, and you're going to press using your hips to drag your feet, to drag towards your shoulders, as if, not really of course, that would be a very deep back bend. So if you can do that. So let's carry on for here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and release all the way down. And now we're going to lift our right leg all the way up to the ceiling. You can point your toes or flex your toes, or just leave them whichever way you like. And now you need to press up. And again, use your left foot really grounded to the floor, and drag your, as if you're dragging your mat with your left foot for 3, 2, and 1. Release all the way down. We're going to switch sides. Let's do on the left side. Press your right foot into the ground all the way up, and really drag your foot. Your right foot presses into the ground for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release. Release into a bridge. Once again, lift your right foot up. This time you're going to do a slightly different thing. Lift up and keep your foot dragging, your left foot dragging, your leg is straight, and you're going to tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release. Let's do the same thing on the left side. Lift your left leg up and drag your right foot, really plant it on the ground. Let's tap for 1, drag, 2, drag, 3, drag, 4, drag, 5, and release your hips. I hope you're feeling a little bit of burn in your hips. And now we're going to lift the right leg up into 45 degrees. So bring your knees in line. That's where your leg should be. Both knees are in line with each other. Once again, we're going to press into the left leg. Press and rise up for 1, 2, 3. Use your glutes, use your foot. Forget the upper body. 3, 4, and 5. Release. And now once more, bring your feet down. Once again, extend your right leg all the way out. And then we're going to lift your hips back up in the same position. Knees are in line. And let's tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And release. And now once more, extend your left leg all the way up. In 45 degrees. Knees are in line. And really press into the right foot and drag it up. Hold it. Keep pressing into the right foot for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release it down all the way. Once again, lift your left leg into 45 degrees. Knees are in line. Knees are in line, and lift up for 1. Tap. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release all the way down. And now we're going to lift once again the right leg up. Okay, and now this time I want you to as you lift your hips up, dragging onto the left foot, to flex your toes. So bring your toes towards your face, and then point your toes and tap the foot down to the front of the mat, and lift up. Flex, lift up, point, tap down, flex, lift up, point, tap down, up, down, 3, 4, and 5. Release it all the way down. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side, on the left side. So point, flex your toes, lift your hips up. And now we're going to flex and then point down. Flex up, 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 point down, and release. I'm sorry if I did one extra. So your left glute will be stronger because of one extra. Just kidding. Okay, so now we're going to do one last thing, and then we're done for today. Okay, I promise. And now you're going to press your press your feet down, lift your glutes up. Oh, bridge. We've done so many bridges today. You should feel your glutes rock solid now. So a lot of people want them rock solid actually. So now press into really, actually it's good to have them rock solid. These are really underutilized muscles. It's better to use them. Okay, so keep pressing for 1 in your bridge. For 2, keep pressing into your hands. I'm not saying press into your hips because the movement is always going to come from the glutes, not from the front muscles, not from the psoas, from the glutes. Drop your chest down to the floor and then feel the burn. And 3, 2, 4, 5, 1 to whatever, drop it down. I know, okay. And now we're going to walk our feet slightly further. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing. Now it's a slightly longer bridge because our feet are now further away. And now we're going to move, bring our hips up, our glutes pressing into our feet, our glutes activate your glutes, and lift up for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release it down. Last thing, I promise, walk your feet further up. I know you can do that. This time you can keep your heels, just the heels. You don't have to press all the feet, all of your feet down. Just the heels are good enough. And now we need to really press into the heels. Go only as far as you can. Whatever is your range. You don't have to go all the way like this. So you can go here or whatever. This is, I think, a good range. And now press up, lift your heels, lift your hips up. 1. Press, press, press. 2. Both heels dig deeper with the same energy level on either side. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release. Okay, so that completes. Bring your knees to your chest. And if you want, just give yourself a bit of a hug here. And roll to the top of the mat. And we're done. Hope you're feeling better in your hips, stronger and better. Thank you.